Hi again, everyone. Scott Player Pop Cult fan here, and we're going to take a bit of a break from my series of Harry Potter reviews so I can finally give my review for not just the first Avengers movie that came out in 2012, but also Avengers Age of Ultron, which came out 3 years later in 2015, and I am going to give my thoughts. So, in my personal opinion, next to Infinity War, the first Avengers movie is one of my personal favorite MCU movies. I remember seeing that movie for the first time in theaters, and wow, because this movie it had a lot going for it. It was crossing over all these characters in all these movies that we've seen previously, and what it did was magical. Because the director Joss Whedon, who's known for Buffy the Vampire Slayer, did a tremendous job with just the character chemistry alone between all the characters, and it's really, really good. And his work in the second film, Age of Ultron, also has really good character chemistry between all the characters, and that is what makes both of these movies kind of magical in their own rights, even though they're not Harry Potter films. Yeah, I mean, what I'm saying is that, like, how strong the both movies are in terms of the characters. So, yeah, and also, like, the overall look and feel of the first Avengers movie is also really good, and especially the second film, Age of Ultron, is also has a pretty good cinematography and looks pretty good aesthetically and with the lighting and all that. Just both movies, like, they both have a really good level of balance of action while at the same time having some levity to the action scenes. In some scenes there is some levity. I mean, you get a lot more levity in Infinity War, but like in the first two movies, in the first Avengers and Age of Ultron, there is some levity, especially in Age of Ultron. I'm not gonna spoil what happened in that movie, because for those of you who are watching this who may not have seen the Avengers movies, I don't want to spoil. So, what I mean by levity is like emotional depth to the action scenes and the emotional weight. You know what I mean, right? So like the depth of emotion with the characters and what happens on the field during the action scenes to the characters. You know what I mean, right? So yeah, it's that, and just overall a ton of fun with both movies. A lot of really good comedy. Most of it lands really well in the first film. In the second film, most of it lands pretty well too. My only gripe, well, I have a few gripes with Age of Ultron, mainly because, Age of Ultron is about AI, thinking for itself and wanting to take out humanity. We've seen plots like that in many movies before. And also the romantic relationship between Black Widow and Bruce Banner, really. That's always been something that bothered me throughout all the MCU movies, is the use of Black Widow's character. It's not so much Scarlett Johansson as the way they've been using her character in some of the films that she's been in. And there's just, like, in quite a few of these movies, in a couple of the Phase 1 movies and a couple of the Phase 2 movies, it's just that the way the Black Widow character is used is sometimes mostly used for romantic storylines between the main Avengers characters, and that was always something that bothered me about the Black Widow character. Other than that, though, I do think she kicks ass, and I'm not going to go into too much about, the actors themselves. I just want to talk about the characters, and Captain America. Chris Evans is amazing as Captain America. Robert Downey Jr. is Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. He's great. And also they recast the Hulk in the first Avengers movie, because before in Incredible Hulk he was played by Edward Norton, and then in Avengers he was recast, and Mark Ruffalo started playing him ever since the first Avengers. and he is actually amazing. Like, he balances the personality of Bruce Banner and the personality of the Hulk very well. And yeah, I just love like all the characters. You know, they're not like DC level, like they don't like feel like, you know, you can relate to them, you know what I mean? Whereas with DC characters, they're kind of more like godly, a little more like mystical and godly in a sense. You know what I mean, right? With the DC characters, you know, with the Justice League, they just feel a little more. They feel a little more mythic and grand with the way their characters are. Whereas with the Avengers, you can relate to them because they're all, you know, they're all mostly human. Well, they're all human, but I mean, you know, the Hulk was originally human. You know what I mean, Bruce Banner. But other than that, though, I just love the characters in both of these movies and action scenes. The music, especially the Avengers theme, is amazing. I love that. Just all around, both movies are really good. It's just a few gripes I have with Age of Ultron. And with the first Avengers movie, once again, Loki. Oh my god, Loki. There are some amazing moments with Loki in the first Avengers movie. Oh. And then also, yeah, there's the post-credit scenes. I'm not going to talk about those, though, in case there are those of you watching this video that haven't seen the movies. I'm not going to say spoilers. But yeah, the post-credit scenes also, you know, tease what's to come in later films and all that. I really like that as well. So yeah, those are my thoughts on both Avengers, the first movie, and Avengers Age of Ultron. I will give the first movie an A, and for Age of Ultron, I will give that one an A minus. Those are my grades for both of those movies. Next time, I'll review Deathly Hallows Parts 1 and 2, closing up my series of Harry Potter reviews. Look forward to that. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace.